CNN censored me today because they can't handle the truth. And they have been pushing lies about President Trump since he stepped into the political arena 8 years ago. And they have an anti-Trump bias that is at the core of their organization. And we should not expect anything less from them of Thursday night's debate. But again, President Trump knows that, but he is still willing to step into the arena to fight back, to bring his winning message. In this debate, regardless of it being 3-on-1, is going to be a great opportunity for President Trump.
So that is Karoline Leavitt, Trump's national press secretary. And it might not be obvious initially, but there are two things happening simultaneously in that clip. The first one is fairly obvious. I think everybody gets what she's doing. She had previously been on CNN. Rather than doing the discussion they were supposed to be doing, she just went on a rant attacking their host and implying that all of them are rabidly anti-Trump, that all of them wouldn't desperately like him to get into office so that they could talk about him for 4 years and get great ratings, and all of them being millionaires would make a bunch of money because he'd just throw tax cuts to them. Yeah, all of them totally hate Trump. Anyway, they did end up stopping the interview because she didn't want to do the interview. She just wanted to rant against Jake Tapper or whatever. And so they cut it off. And so she's doing her little victim tour of, oh, woe is me, they're so mean, they're so unfair and all that. But the other thing I think is much more important, and that is the continued effort to give Donald Trump, if he so chooses, an out, so that he does not have to do the debate on Thursday. There's been a variety that we've already discussed, but this is the new one, which is it's a 3-on-1 cage match. It's unfair, it's biased. He can't have a fair debate, so why have a debate at all? Now, there's no guarantee that's gonna happen, and she did imply in that clip that he's gonna be tough and go 3-on-1 or whatever, which is already massively lowering the bar for him, which is pathetic, but we're used to it at this point.
The video will continue in just a moment, but first I have a message for you. TYT needs your help. Membership is vital to survival, so please go to tyt.com/team and become a member today.
But it's definitely being set up, and she is not the only one doing it. Here, take a look at Steve Bannon.
Kasie Hunt owes you an apology. CNN owes you an apology today. And if we don't get that apology to Karoline Leavitt and to the Trump campaign and to MAGA today, President Trump should cancel this. It's not 3-on-1. They have the entire news apparatus, because she had a producer, Karoline, you've done so much TV. She had a producer in her ear saying, cut her off, cut her off, cut her off. Yeah.
Okay, so that is an even worse version of it than what she had. She's laying out that it'll be unfair, that all the moderators are biased against him and it'll be a 3-on-1 or whatever. What he is saying is it's not even that. It's not even he should pull out unless they rebalance the moderators. Now he should pull out if they don't apologize to his press secretary because they've been so impolite. He should not participate in a presidential debate. I mean, that seems laughable, especially coupled with it being, provided for us by Steve Bannon there. But that's what he's saying. Again, the goalposts are moving so fast on what it should take for him to get out. Is it because he's gonna be jacked up Joe? Is it gonna be because it's unfair? No, now it's they were unfair to someone else. And so perhaps he should pull out. Adrienne, I'm really curious what you make of this. Do you think that this debate is likely to happen? Do you think that any of these outs are gonna be sort of taken by Donald Trump?
I wouldn't be surprised if he does take an out because he's not prepared in any way for this. He can't have an intellectual conversation whatsoever. He has really no campaign, any kind of ideology other than the whole "Make America Great Again." But then on top of that, he loves to play victim, and that's exactly what his press secretary is doing right now. This is their motto: is the thought that the you would say centrist or any other thing, but their far right is doing them dirty by holding them accountable or holding them to any other standards that one should have to meet if they are going to be vying for president.
Yeah. I mean, one would think Karoline Leavitt, she's the press secretary. She's going to deliver whatever line he wants, which is why I think what she says matters. She's not going to go off the reservation or whatever and come up with some insane thing that hasn't already been vetted. It doesn't mean he's going to take the out, but it clearly is a strategy. And then for Steve Bannon, I mean, look, he's in good with Trump. That doesn't mean their message is as coordinated. And by the way, why isn't he in prison? I thought, wasn't he supposed to be locked up already? Why is he still doing a show? Maybe next week. When you click the join button and become a tier 2 member, you get access to all of our weekly top 10 lists. What are you waiting for?